but let me just stop the music.
Very well.
Yes, we can hear you.
Just doing a sneaky
Okay,
broadcast.
let me go ahead and stop the music now. Alrighty. So it's not every time a CEO will take the time out of his very, very busy schedule with all the wonderful things that he's doing for this project, take his time to come and update his community. But Chavez does that because he has come up with affiliate marketing 3.0, which is different. And that difference that it makes is because of Chavez. Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome Chavez.
Hello, Grace. Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing good. Amazing times ahead, and we are moving very fast at the right speed for the launch, and we are having a great momentum here. So first of all, before starting, I want to thank all the leaders, all the influencers who are building this big. Thank you so much for sticking around, and we are going to win big. All right, so without further ado, let me share my screen. Today is not sort of updates day, but yes, today is a little explanation day on various subjects that you all are excited about. Most excited about
so excited.
the bot, and yes, this is how we will, as I said, as we have been planning together, we will move forward with the timeline, with the declared dates, which we have published. We are on time. We are on track for the launch on 5th of April. So let me share my screen. Grace, there is some switching in my computer. Whenever you don't hear me, just let me know that you are not hearing me.
I will.
Okay. Amazing.
Hey, P Music, nice to see you here. I've been working instead of doing these broadcasts, but it's great to see my regulars here when I pop back in.
I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. All right, so starting with the very beginning, I'll reiterate where we started, the phase 1.
We actually have 1,000 people in this Zoom meeting, and this is Chavez, the one that's been relaunching this again and again and again, but never launched.
For arbitrage.
And today is the big day full of excuses.
We created an AI tool that finds market opportunities, the mispricings from various decentralized exchanges, and then these smart contracts executed the route which was found with the aggregators and the Boomerang.
Still going, mate. Yep.
The beta first version of the smart contract with beta.
Sorry, the screen is small, but there's I've had
my
Zoom accounts banned.
We created number of smart contracts. We upgraded, updated the application that we built, and
personal details
with the objective to roll out the minimum viable product with full.
You're welcome to join me on stage if you want.
I will
send through in a second.
We started putting together the elements that would scale the application in such a way that millions
would have given me a thumbs up. Thank you very much.
Can take benefit and can leverage the real-time market and can
excuses are just unreal, aren't they?
Basically win all the time when they play. So after this, we moved to the phase 2, which leads to the actual launch of the minimum viable product, where we are right now in terms of tech, in terms of development. Now is the deployment time of the phase 2, in which we have implemented a bot that works, which fetches price data from 4 aggregators. The trades are now executed across 15 decentralized exchanges, which has resulted in improved efficiency and reduced slippage. This means that the profitability
responding to Zoom I've already reported this
margin
meeting.
would be higher.
If you want to report
and
this meeting with me,
more
please do so.
frequent, so that more and more
I've actually
users
set up
can take
a
benefit of the market
WhatsApp
opportunities
channel where you can help us
that
report these
AI
meetings.
flashes and that bot finds with the help of AI. So this
I am actually
integration
reporting this now to
of
Zoom.
various paid API
Maybe not.
packages for aggregators has enhanced the platform's capabilities of enabling more accurate price updates
I'm
and trade
corresponding with
execution. We have also
people
improved
at Zoom right
our
now.
platform's user experience by incorporating Polygon and Arbitrum networks. Yes. So Arbitrum you have not
Okay.
seen and used,
So if
but
you want
we
to help
have
us report this
implemented it
channel,
on the testnet
this meeting,
and we are still testing it. The
that's the meeting
Layer 2
ID.
scaling solutions offers enhanced scalability,
The
lower
other thing
transaction costs,
that
and
you
much
can
faster
do
trading
is join
experience.
our WhatsApp
So
group.
this is how we are moving
See if I can
forward
find it.
with the market opportunities and manual way of arbitrage with Polygon and a
I'll get a
bot.
link.
So exactly the similar thing will be replicated with Arbitrum.
This is a
And
scam, by the way,
this
just in case you think
will
it's an opportunity of a
this will
lifetime.
be termed as a minimum viable product for the launch, that is 5th April. So we are ready in terms
Right,
of
so here's my
development
WhatsApp group.
under
Please
this.
join it if you want to help shut these
Just
meetings down.
the deployment is staged with particular timeline that we have forecasted. Now comes the phase 3, which will include more development. We will not stop here. In terms of development,
No, they will
in
not
terms
stop
of
here.
enhancement,
No,
in
that's a
terms
threat
of
or what?
updating the DApp, we will continue to add more networks after the launch. We will continue to yes.
After the launch on the
Of
1st
course,
of March,
after the
and
launch,
they've taken
we will face new
35,000
kind of
licenses,
challenges,
so they
new
claim.
kind of maybe
They've
errors,
sold
new kind of
35,000
bugs that we will
licenses
keep on fixing, and moving forward, we will include
from
more
$500
networks,
to $10,000
including
a license.
Binance,
What a load of rubbish. But that's what they said to
Optimism,
everyone.
Avalanche,
5,000 a
Solana,
day they reckon they were
and
selling,
many more.
even though it was a 2-day
So
conference.
this
Don't know
is
their words.
how we are going to scale it up. All right. So the
Everyone gets
elephant in the
false
room
hope.
is the bot that we need to discuss, and I want to present transaction hash from the
So my ultimate goal is to get one of these
execution of the
meetings
bot.
closed
This is the new
in
contract
midstream,
that
and I'm actually working with Zoom right
enables
now to do so. So if
the
this meeting goes down, I'm going
bot.
to take the credit.
So
But we need
after
many hands to make light work.
thorough
We need to
research
keep
and
reporting these
development,
meetings.
our team has put together the bot which can potentially execute transactions on your behalf like you manually do. So this is how the transaction hash looks. It is a little different from the trail of transactions that you observe, you see, because it is carried forward by the bot. So I will, before sharing this transaction hash to the leaders, to you all, I would like to explain the events happening in the transaction, the instances which are happening, and this time it is more precise because the bot is involved. So starting from the beginning, whenever you see the transaction hash, let's say it is a borrowed amount of 10 USDC, then there is DEX, decentralized exchange,
Just
on
getting a bit
which it is
organised here,
swapped
guys.
initially.
6 people in my meeting and
And you use a
1,000 in the
particular
scammers meeting.
pair. Let's
How do you
say
think we're going to
for
get on? What sort of
instance, in this
havoc can
transaction
one
hash,
little
we use
pinprick cause?
USDC and pragmatic pair. So in this
Cannot hear you.
Oh, they're cutting them
Chavez
off.
cannot hear
That's
you.
why. Brilliant.
Chavez, Chavez,
Meeting's been hacked.
Grace, need to call him. Call him over phone.
The meeting's getting hacked. Excellent. Excellent. The meeting's been hacked. Love it. What's Susie Goldsmith done to her arm? Isn't that crazy? She's got it in a bandage. She's the most useless person on the planet. She never says anything, never does anything, but she's in every meeting at the top. And she's been there since Hyperverse. Or AI is using, isn't this brilliant? The meetings.
Where did you guys lose?
Right from your beginning of the explanation of the bot. So right from there.
Okay. I will come again. Actually, there are a lot of things going on in my computer.
Yeah.
And I'm using
a lot going on now too, mate.
Computer that I created in my own computer. So this is kind of difficult. So many other operations are
Why would he
happening.
need such a complex computer, guys?
So guys, I'm going to mute everybody. You may need to unmute yourself. Okay.
If it happens again, just give me a shout out or give me a call.
Yeah, will do.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. All right. So you guys got the idea from the bot, or should I start again over the explanation of the transaction?
Start again. Good
yes,
day. You've only got 2 hours because your Zoom account's new and you only have a 2-hour license. Okay. So you're just running out of time. Won't be able to take questions at the end.
All right. I hope my screen is visible.
Screen is visible and we can hear you.
Yeah, hurry up.
Amazing. So this is how the transaction hash initially, when you saw the transaction hash, you saw the trail of transactions where the route of aggregators were visible, but now you will see the events which are related to different dexes within the transaction hash. So this is going to...
I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Right now we have Chavis. He is the head honcho for Boomerang, which started from We Are All Satoshi, which is basically the founder, Sam Lee. If you haven't kept up with information about Sam Lee, I don't know where you've been, but the Americans have charged him for serious fraud in his connection to a 1.9 billion scam. Just yesterday or a few days ago, there was a video come out, showed you that all these guys are connected, all the money's moving around their own platforms. It's the same entity. We believe it's called Hyper Tech Group. So I'm actively out there trying to stop these guys from spreading these scams. Right now, we're witnessing a Zoom meeting with 1,000 people in it. I've reported it to Zoom. It takes about 12 hours, would you believe, for Zoom to pull their finger out of their bum and remove these meetings. If you follow the links in the chat room, you'll see there's some links where you can also report this meeting right now. We just saw some major disruption in this meeting. This is because we're not the only Avengers attacking these guys and trying to bring them down. Do your bit, help us bring them down. Chavis is just giving a list of things they're going to do. It is like a circus performance or a carnival, and they just keep promising. Already, they promised they would launch on the 1st of March. They had a big would you believe, face-to-face meeting in Dubai. They claim they sold 35,000 licenses. Anyway, let's tune back into Chavis, let you listen to this. But if you want to support the channel, please do so. I'll bring up some ticker tapes along the bottom where you can support me and what I do so we can keep this channel going. Thank you, guys.
Buying of pair starts from here. And then swap request to jet swap. This is the third decentralized exchange which is included in this. Then the pair is bought and then token is transferred to the DEX router again. Then the swap, DEX swap transferred USDC token to Flash Loan smart contract. It's just like you have bought from somewhere and now you have returned what you have bought to the smart contract. And then repayment of the loan happened. And then the profit remains in the smart contract because this transaction is just the smart contract transaction. This does not include any user. This is the test transaction that we did with the bot. So similarly, this was a $10 transaction. We did $1,000 transaction as well from Aave. The loan executed for $966. So the bot is able and bot is eligible to do high ticket size transactions ranging from 1,000, 2,000 that we will test across. I cannot now say that the highest ticket size you can try is 1,000. No, you can try depending on the market conditions. It is the same response that I used to give for the manual arbitrage. So it is the same thing, but now it is automated through the bot, and finally it is working. It is in the picture. So this is the fourth
So in the background, I'm doing all
smart
sorts of things.
contract
So I've just
which we have
texted
created.
Kate
So
Longley,
there is a lot of work which is
Carl Miller,
involved always.
Janet Hoyt,
All right.
George
So
Marcus,
this
and
is the
Yvonne
part
Henry, so
of
they know that we are
update
broadcasting
that I
live,
have for you, and this knowledge
which makes it more
transfer
exciting.
will be done on
And they're, if you
official
don't know who they
Telegram
are,
channel.
they're actually
Once
5
we
Australians
verify
who
the
have been
smart contract,
notorious
the
Ponzi
contract
scheme
is written,
promoters in their
but it
careers.
is not verified yet. So we will not
And
publish
I just make sure they
officially
know that I'm
before
in their
the
face.
verification of the contract gets done. Once the contract is verified, we will officially publish. And for your understanding, for your learning, I can share
Everyone needs to
these
learn how to lose
transaction
money
hash
here.
to the rank leaders, and they will circulate in the market, so that you will get to know how it is happening and where are we in terms of
Let's have a wee
development
look and see
of
how
the
they're
bot.
doing, eh? We're going to
So
go to
the bot
Polyscan.
will be shared with the community, and we will be able to
And we've
test
bookmarked
bot
all the
together.
addresses. We've been following the money for
But
months.
I cannot assure or promise
And
that before the
we can
launch,
show you
how
some
many
pretty
days before
curly
the
stuff.
launch, that you will be able to consume and test the bot. And also,
I'm a wee
the
bit rusty
biggest
'cause I
question
haven't
is,
been
what
doing
is
this
the
for a
cost
while.
of the bot? What is the cost of acquisition? This is not determined yet. First, our focus is to
But you can see
build the
15
intact
seconds
technology
ago,
first, put everything together first,
there was an arbitrage
and
trade.
when everything is
It was for
streamlined, then we can
$15. Shut up,
determine a
Sharvis, I'm
price
talking.
and cost
And
of
they made
acquisition of
2
the bot,
cents profit
and then
paid into their
you can
MetaMask wallet.
start
Yes, somebody did a
actually
$15
consuming it.
trade
But
and
I
made
can
2
assure you,
cents.
if
The
we
gas
will
fees
run
were
tests,
14
then
cents.
we will not charge anything
And if you
from the
see figure
community
4
to test the bot.
is
We will give you
higher
as
or
complimentary
lower
testing, just like we
than
gave
figure
you
3, that means
3
they made a
times
2-cent
the
loss.
flash loan limit to test
And that whole
Boomerang.
transaction lost
So this is
16
how we
cents.
will move forward
However,
with the bot.
they still paid the person that did
All
the
right.
trade out of another
More
wallet address
information
2 cents.
that I want to share.
You can't lose because they're paying the money like a Ponzi scheme. They're using the money they're collecting from selling licenses to pay people's MetaMask wallets so that they think they're doing trading, but they haven't looked at the blockchain. And the blockchain, you know, doesn't lie.
So bot costing.
Hello,
is not
Shirley.
defined.
Lovely to
And
see
then,
you here.
Just like we
Hello,
met,
Jerry. Lovely to see you here as well.
Bunch of leaders traveled to Dubai, and we represented Boomerang to Sigma. So if you guys want to join us again
We've
for
had
another one,
about 50 of their meetings shut down
different
with
than
Zoom,
Sigma,
but it's just
not
impossible.
Sigma, but a very different stage. It is not like
Oh, good on you.
AI
I'll have a look at
and
my emails as we go through.
gaming,
So thank you for that.
but it is related to crypto and blockchain. So
if you use the real
just
name,
taking
sometimes
a
it
head
helps.
count, how many
Because I'll
people
match
want
it to
to
the
visit
person.
and represent Boomerang to
So
Dubai
listen
in
to
mid of
Sharvis rave my
April?
name.
Let me unmute everyone and see. Check.
Yes.
You got me.
Okay. So I'm again going to invite you all expense paid trip to Dubai, and this is going to be a similar thing, and the qualification is also going to be similar, not very difficult.
Oh my
Let
God.
me share. Okay, so starting from today, 20th March,
He's got a all
till
expenses
5th of
paid trip to
April,
Dubai.
you have to achieve $50,000 matching volume. And mid of April, we have
Now,
this.
listen to what he's doing here, actually. He's actually telling people to sell these licenses and get money from the commission, and he's going to fly them to Dubai free of charge. So this isn't about arbitrage trading. This is multi-level marketing.
And after learning a lot in Sigma, we have observed what we can do better and how we can scale it up. And this is going to be very different and more diverse, since it is going to include only the crypto communities and crypto projects. That one was more into AI and gaming, but this one is around crypto, so you can do more prospecting. And with the upcoming ICO, we will shine brighter in the event. And this is going to be even bigger than, though we were able to hijack all the attention at Sigma, but in this one we will be able to attract more and more people and bigger and wider communities into our BTCC ecosystem and with Boomerang. So this is again very exciting. So get ready, pack your bags for mid of April. After the launch, we will meet. And I'm not forgetting a launch event also that we are preparing, but not so soon, since a lot of things has to be done for the ICO, and then
so they're just going to rinse and repeat.
So this is very different. The whole utility of the product is based on the tokenomics. So the ICO is going to be very, very big. So with the promising,
so this means they can,
results,
just keep putting out delays.
Promising excitement that we are receiving from the investors, we are going to organize ICO in a very big way. All right. So moving forward, I have good news also for a bunch of leaders who have performed very well in last 2 weeks. So every week on Wednesday, I will
take
be
a screenshot of this, because you can use this to report to Zoom.
Outperform the crowd. And here are the bunch of usernames who are rewarded for performing very well. And next week's list,
if you're wondering how to report to Zoom, it's not really that hard, guys.
So every Wednesday, a bunch of leaders who are performing very good, they will be rewarded. And this rewarding will, of course, boost the morale and give leaders more confidence, and of course, more
Zoom are friggin' useless, aren't
in
they?
their, volume to keep pushing forward. So this is it from my side, and I hope you all are enjoying it. This is one of the last few Wednesdays before the launch. So I will be able to interact with you all very few times, and I hope you all are taking this
interact with you
very, very seriously, just like we are taking. And
it's my fault.
Let's take a bunch of questions.
Okay. All right. Folks, as far as the questions are concerned, one question per raised hand. Please have your video on with your human face when you're asking a question. And please let it be on the updates and the training that Chavez just gave us and information he just provided. This is not support day.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Any
6,
support
7, 8,
questions
9, 10,
will have
11,
Saturday
12, 13,
support.
14, 15,
So
16,
Joseph,
17,
how are
18
you?
hands up.
Go ahead and unmute and ask your question.
Thank you so much, Grace. I am very fine. Yeah, we have incredible momentum here. And thanks to, of course, one of my top leaders,
Susie, nice to see you here.
Albert, and also one of my top leaders, Nora, who both became Shiba today. Just a few minutes ago, Albert became Shiba, and I'm so happy about this. Also, many leaders have expressed the emotions that they want to have 4, maybe 5 days after the MVP, where we can do rebuys. Just 4 or 5 days. Many leaders have requested this. Can you please wait with the ICO for 4 days so we can do rebuys for 4 or 5 days? That's my question to you,
People are just so dumb. They just can't get this.
Let me explain everyone that we are not trying to stop you, or we are not in any way trying to keep you away.
There's no justice in the world,
the
guys.
product that we have built. Let me explain the real reason behind the wait and hold and pause after the launch.
If you're thinking that these scams aren't all connected,
so
tell me why
the beautiful blockchain
I can come into We Are All Satoshi
and the efficiency
and do a
currencies are
do a request
the real
password
utility of
for
blockchain
Hyperverse
technology and tokenomics can be put together,
and down the bottom
can replace the Web2 fundamentals of
a message from Susie.
Just like we are whitelisting you with spreadsheets, we are whitelisting you with the database, and you are exploiting your limit with the database that is attached with the application. So the tokenomics will allow the whole
all these scams that have fallen over the last 2 or 3 years are all run from the same organization.
The system to be modified or to be made streamlined. There will be no limit gaps. There will be no glitches. The tokenomics will involve the licenses, the purchase, and the limit that is that you consume in flash loans. So the system will become more efficient, and it has to eventually get into the tokenomics, the model, because there are very few utility-based products in the market. They say it is utility, but it's never there. It's just stories. So
not everyone's
while
registered.
we have a product, we need to adopt
someone
the
claiming they're a
real
different
Web3
entity
technology to run the product.
have
So this is the purpose of the hold. It's not like we are asking you to keep away, or this is not a marketing stunt at all to stop users from buying. No, we want you to buy. That's why we are selling the licenses, and this is where we are making money.
Not that one.
So do not consider this as a marketing strategy or any hold for the community. I love my community. I love you all. Come on. I want you all to make money. That's why we are doing this together. Right? So we will do it more efficiently so that the new users who come, and in future when we will have volume of millions of dollars a day, volume, people, wallets, millions of wallets trading at single day, then there is no glitch in the limits, there is no error, there is no such hiccup. So understand this, the ICO is very important. It will enhance the project. We have, in terms of development, if I say, Joseph, we are having more, even bigger deadline and bigger development challenge with the ICO. The product is, built. It's built already since January. It is now need to be made more scalable and more, the exposure to the millions of people who can consume. So understand this. There is a lot of positive approach
Lucky
in
Star,
this.
her team has had people in it that have committed suicide because they have
this is not a marketing
died by
strategy.
suicide because they have
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Lost all their money.
Ian,
and you can't stop these guys.
Please, I need your human faces in the video.
What have we got?
In your video. Please show your video and unmute. Okay? And your human face, and I'll call on you. If not, I'll skip you. Go ahead, Ian. Ask your question.
Yep.
So, Chavez, what you're saying is no dancing clowns and dogs spinning on balls and all that. Anyway, are you? My question is related to the previous question. Maybe you could give us some more clarity about how things will work going forward from the MVP. So no more licenses can be purchased after the MVP, but not whitelisted and usable until after the ICO. Is that correct?
Okay, so moving forward on 5th of April,
he'll do whatever he can to keep selling licenses.
Everyone listen to this. This is very important. Okay?
Very important.
I will repeat this next Wednesday also. So 5th of April, the DApp will go under maintenance, major maintenance, while it will move from beta version to the minimum viable product, where the 300 times flash loans will be provided to the users who have brought the licenses during the beta version pre-sale. Okay? Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Number two, after this maintenance, the We Are All Satoshi dashboard will also go on maintenance, and the subscriptions will be removed, and the new subscriptions will come where 200 times flash loan limit will be flashed. Okay, this is going to be really, really painful for the people who have not bought the licenses yet. Understand this. This will feel like just, sometimes when you take shower, you feel like, okay, water is coming every day. When there is no water, then you understand the actual worth of running water, right? It is very easy. So the 200 times flash loan will be present on WAS dashboard and the licenses will be republished. Okay. Those licenses in the minimum viable product can be bought, but the whitelisting will not take place until the ICO is rolled out.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Great. Thank you.
Thank
Kevin,
you.
Kevin, go ahead and unmute and ask your question.
Okay. Hi, Sabez. I have a very quick questions to you.
Ask it.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Good. Okay. So, yeah, I have been subscribed as a license on January, but even I did a Google form. The beta flash loan is not reflected correctly. Still, that's incomplete.
Okay.
Like,
okay, there are still we are still.
They cut them off quick, don't
it's
they?
not like we have stopped the correction in the limits. 99% of the limit issues which we were facing, which were faced by the users, by our community, have been solved. There are 1%, maybe due to some human error, that were not resolved. So we are still checking and re-verifying every day. And do not worry, before the MVP, everything will be corrected and your main limits will be intact, will be correct. So do not worry about it. What we are doing is, most importantly, preparing for the MVP so that the main flash loan limits, which you get 300x, is not incorrect, is intact, and is rewarded to all the users who have paid and subscribed to all the licenses.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin. And Emilio, please go ahead and ask your question. Unmute and ask.
Hey, Chavez, how are you?
I'm good, Emilio.
This
how are
guy's
you?
still in this game.
I'm doing great,
my
man.
Goodness.
Great to see you. I mean, obviously, I don't have to repeat. My question was 100% as the last guy, so I don't want to repeat the same thing over.
Thank you, Emilio. Appreciate that. Okay, Evangelist, go ahead and unmute and ask your question.
I've just set up a
Just
poll.
raise your hand if you have
You
questions
guys want to go
on
answer it
this
for us?
update. Rest, please put your hands down. If you have support questions, let us make it more productive for the users to understand. Support questions, you can forward it to your uplines and they can be resolved. Just like the last time, we resolved everything, all the limits, all the issues.
No, you didn't.
So do not worry about it.
Oh my
Please
God.
do not raise support questions over here. Please let
Oh,
us
you can't
have
ask
a healthy
questions.
discussion.
Oh my goodness.
And if you guys want to raise any questions, concerns regarding the development, regarding the bot, regarding the timeline, regarding anything that is understanding related to the timeline, the MVP, please ask. Thank you.
All right. Legacy.
Okay. Thank you. How are you, Chavez?
Good. How are you?
I'm super good. We can't wait for the MVP, but I understood your explanation from what Joseph was asking for. Here in Africa, we were also going to send that official request to say, just give us 5 days, please, just we make some money. but your explanation
sorry for the South African
really
people. They just don't wake up to this,
understandable,
do they?
because you are saying, look, let's look at the bigger picture. Let's scalability is still your challenge to say, let me put things right so that when we start enjoying, we enjoy for long, not enjoy for short, because we are then restricted by tokenomics. So my question is, because I have to give my team report from this, please clarity again on the board. Are you saying we're going to have time to test it before the feed? Because I had stopped my people not to finish their limit on manual trading. They were waiting.
Of course. So limits.
I wish Zoom would act faster and get rid of this as quick as possible.
Let us
So
19 people in the chat room. Thank you very much.
We're breaking up.
I've just sent a poll through to my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. If you would go and vote, that would be awesome. I've got one at the moment.
With the little that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, that was convenient.
So the limits which are there, they are not going to go anywhere. The limits are going to stay intact. After the launch event, you will have the limits you can trade with. Number two, yes, if the time allows, if the situation allows, then we will test the bot with the community without any cost. So do not worry about the limits. Just keep focusing on your people, on your teams, how they are buying it. If they want to secure more licenses, just show them a trade. Do not resist yourself. If we will test the bot, we will not charge anything.
Good morning, Facebook user.
Even if required, we will make sure. I'm not promising
currently streaming on 8 different platforms.
That will be provided.
Didn't know,
but
so
yes,
our
if
default one
needed,
is
we will
YouTube.
provide all the resources to test the bot.
Nice to have you people here, though. 21 people in the chat room.
Thank you very much.
It's a great morning.
Daniel, if you stop moving, and please unmute yourself and ask your question.
So I don't know why David and Thela would have
after Daniel.
their hand
Daniel
up.
didn't have his video on. I skipped him. So just coming back to him. Daniel?
I have it.
Hey Daniel, how are you?
Good, Chavez. Long time. I see you give us an explanation, everything. I'm happy on you, but it's like you busy. That's why I don't want to rush. Let's I go with my question. I need an update about what's spoken. So is that okay? You going to I think it's coming very soon about Bitcoin is coming 100,000, but
yes,
I need explanation about token. Was token?
Yes, definitely. When Bitcoin hits $100,000, I will organize a special Zoom for Old Watch members.
Don't hold your breath, guys.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Daniel.
And cut them off.
Jose.
Oh, I haven't missed doing these meetings. I'll be honest, guys.
Hello. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. I don't have any question. I'm very patient. I grew up in corporate America, so I know how things work, especially technology. So I see
technology.
that people, sometimes they drown in half
fake
a glass
arbitrage
full.
trades.
People see half a glass full or half a glass empty.
Yeah, what happened to the Vault Horizon money that you're buying
for
Bitcoin with? Where's that gone?
It cleared
Where's
a lot
the
of things.
certificate?
There were prior questions.
I mean, listen to the false
were
claims.
not clear, like the one.
Read the false claims on the screen right now that they've been making.
The MVP launch.
Read
and
these.
Everything. And
these are claims
guys,
that Chavez has made.
The MVP launch, just stack up.
Nothing has happened.
On a bunch of licenses like we're doing, and you don't have to worry about it. But it was a great call. Thank you. One thing, Chavez, is that this board is what you just showed today is gonna slap a lot of people in the face. It's gonna shut a lot of people's mouth. All these YouTubers,
that's me,
maniacs, so nonsense,
maniacs. Yes,
he's gonna kill every negative
we've already
thing
killed
they had.
you dumbass.
That was really, really, really awesome.
And what proof have you got that this is real?
I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
You're just having blind faith.
Definitely,
because you're part of the cult.
I'm looking forward to seeing you again. And definitely, yes, a tight slap.
Maybe in the same prison.
Faces of these bastards who were, who were trying to
about you, Rob.
Judge us. Come on, I had been very cool and calm about this.
Oh, whatever. You were meant to do a lawsuit against me. Bring it on.
See, we just have to follow the process. This is not a joke. This is not
a joke.
Web 2 development in which A, B, and C circuits are linked and
listen to this,
trail works. No, it is a smart contract. It works with the active market where 18 to 20 DEXs are linked.
No, it all comes off the website. We've proven that.
Fetching the data, and then it is booking
the results.
It is not making you. It is not letting you book a loss-making trade.
Yeah, but
we
proved that it has.
Technology. That's why the
8 out of
investors
20
are really
trades had
excited,
lost money and they still
we are
went
going
through.
to, we have a very big shot in the ICO. So I'm really happy for our team. I'm really happy for our community, for our leaders. All of us are going to win.
Scam.
So, amazing.
Awesome. Thank you. Aman, please ask your question. Unmute and ask your question. Please
morning,
ask
Rob.
the question right away.
Let's
Everybody.
take the
Thank you
last.
very much. Thank you. Great. Chavez, very nice to meet you today. Very excited about this whole project.
Are you?
My simple question
Poor
is,
man.
I'm already in Dubai. That's where I stay.
Oh my goodness.
So I'd love to come and meet you in person, maybe on Saturday
yes,
morning.
bring a
Where can I
pocket
find
knife.
you?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. This is the month of Ramadan, and it is very packed. It is very tight in terms of schedule, and also there is a lot of work as we are rolling out the MVP. Post MVP, I can
busy
promise
already,
I
are
can
you?
meet. We
Bet
can
you wouldn't
sit
say that
for
to
a coffee
Lucky.
or dinner, no problem. But before MVP, before launch, I'm really very sorry. I really love you, but
No,
I can't. I really
too
can't.
much of
I
a
can't
security
compromise
risk.
a single second of my time. It's all about the consistent approach. I'm really not going out even to pray in a mosque. I'm praying inside my home.
Oh, you've
So
got yourself
you
covered
understand.
there. What a load of rubbish.
Aman, qualify for the
Yeah.
mid-April Dubai thing, and you'll be able to
Now,
do that.
if anyone does know
Thank
Chavez, we would love
you.
to interview him, but he
Let's
doesn't
take the
want to come
last
on our
one.
show and answer our
Last one
questions
from
because he
Nina,
can't, probably,
Farda,
but we can't assume
and
that.
Zoraya, and all the women, and we close.
All right.
Okay?
How about Bree? Go ahead, Bree. Unmute yourself.
Read the claims.
I know you love the ladies, and we appreciate you for
Why
it.
is she on here?
In
She's a
reference
trainer.
to the qualifications, you're saying 50K. Is that 50K on both sides, or are we working on our weak leg, and that's the 50K that we need to be concerned about?
Okay, so if you have a strong side already, just the weak side needs to be 50 and it matches.
Same question,
So I just
around the
need
other
the
way.
matching 50. I don't care where it comes from. All right. See you, Brent, in April.
Yes, April.
All right.
My month.
Okay.
Further, would you please go ahead and unmute? Where's Further? Further, please unmute and ask your question.
Yeah, thank you.
Why is she in here?
Chavez,
She's a
did
friggin'
I hear
leader.
you correctly? After
Just killing time.
when the token is there, can we buy
Now, remember this meeting,
new packages with the token or USDT and BTC?
I think we need to go after
Yes.
YouTube now.
Of course, with USDT and BTC20 and the token. So the tokenomics will be such that the tokens will be burned in the flash loans. That we will explain. That's why we need, couple of days to put together the tokenomics into actual picture and explain it to you. That's going to be
where we
another
get
set
the
of training
meetings. Shut up,
that you will
Chavez.
come across.
This is where
while
we get the
making
links
money
to the Zoom
with
meetings
300x
and we
that you will
report
have,
them.
and others will see.
So if you want to be in this
So
WhatsApp
looking
group,
forward
you're more
to
than welcome.
training the
Remember,
whole community
WhatsApp
on
does display
tokenomics.
your phone number when you join, so
It
it's
is
not the
not
most
going to be
secure
very
platform.
complicated in terms of users, but development in terms
But
of
yesterday's
development
meeting
is
was closed
complicated,
off,
and it will
and
make
when you get
our
closed off,
ecosystem,
you get this error.
The Boomerang as a
So if you
tool,
want to join us,
more efficient. So that's why there's a hole. So
okay,
thank you.
See you next. See you next.
Soraya, unmute, please ask your question.
I love you, Chavez.
Yes, hi.
You're
Hi,
brainwashed by
Chavez. Hi,
Chavez?
Grace. A pleasure to be
Come on
here.
in here and join
Well, I
us
have
and
two
tell us why you love
questions that I
Chavez. You're
didn't
more than
understand
welcome.
pretty well. Sorry, I'm slow. First of all, once we go for the
These are all stage
launching
questions,
on
ladies
the
and
5th,
gentlemen. This lady
you
sells
said
the.
you were going to
Isn't
go
this
on
the lady that
maintenance
sells
on
the
both Boomerang
gear?
and WASP. Any idea of how long this maintenance will take? Like 2 days, 5 days? Just because the teams are going to be asking.
Well, you can cut off.
Definitely. So the scheduled maintenance will be updated on Boomerang official channel, the duration and the slot for everything. WAS will go on update for not more than 5 to 6 hours, and we will change all the subscriptions. The new subscriptions will come, the old ones will be wiped out. 200x without the beta test limit will be flash.
What happened to the alpha testing?
Amazing. Once we come back from the maintains, we'll be able then to use the 300 that we have, right?
Yes, definitely.
So that's about all. I'm excited. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All excited
Thank you,
about
Israel. Helen,
Helen,
mute
what are you doing
yourself
on
and
here?
ask question. Then Nina. Helen.
Now watch
Yes.
these when these trades
Yes.
refresh.
Yes, thank you.
They
thank you,
reload the
Greg.
same
Thank you,
figures.
Chavez.
It's a hoot.
So it looked like somebody asked the question already when you talk about matching 50. So
Are you
when
able
you
to
have
come in here after
5
this meeting, Rob?
on the other
I wouldn't
side
mind
and
going
have
through a few of
25
those
on the
questions.
right side, does it make it?
Oh, Ray, thank you very much for the coffees. That's the first donation I've had in a week.
has to
So
be
thank you
matched.
very, very much for that.
If it
Much
is matching
appreciated.
from the spillover
If you
on
want
the
to help
other
keep the show
side,
going,
it
guys,
works.
guys,
If it is new 50 and 50, it works.
you'll
Any
be
which
much
way,
welcome.
half of the Shiba, let's say half of the Shiba needs to be achieved in a different sense. So from tomorrow onwards, trainers will train you. Maybe maybe David will hold a presentation and he will clear. Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much, Ray. I
All right.
really
Come
appreciate
to
that.
tomorrow's presentation, it will be clear.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Nina, go ahead and ask your question.
way
And
to say
Chavez,
thank you.
will Nina be the last, or can I call him Priscilla?
Excellent. Thank you very much,
No,
Ray.
we have two more ladies in the house.
Okay. All right.
Two more
Priscilla
ladies.
and Telegavati.
1, 2,
And
3
David,
ladies. Doesn't
Come
even know what a
on.
lady looks like.
No, David. No, David. David, put your hand down. Okay. Nina, go ahead and ask your question.
Great, thank you. Is beta.boomerang.trade still the accurate URL to log in? And are we able to still log in right now?
Yes, of course. It's working. So after
You know, when I
It's a look around though,
the
doesn't he?
maintenance,
I'm sorry.
the beta will be taken out and
Oh, you're speechless, Rob.
Boomerang.trade will work.
Don't blame you, mate.
when I go there, it says restricted, and it doesn't give me the ability to log in.
You need to have a word
so
to Nortons.
put https / and then beta.boomerang.trade. It will work.
Not HTTP.
No,
Yes,
HTTPS.
Yes.
S.
Okay,
Secure.
it's not. It says I'm blocked. It says
No.
unable to log in.
Put
HTTPS : /
yes.
Oh, that means
beta dot
that means
boomerang
internet
dot
security is
trade.
trying to warn you.
Nina, if you're still having problems,
Wednesday.
see you in support day. We'll be able to go ahead and,
Wednesday, come back Wednesday.
help you with that, okay?
Look in the chat.
That would be great. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay.
Thank you, Nina.
Okay. If you do a lookup on
Priscilla,
the IP address
I
that
believe
runs the
you're
website,
next.
you will see
Go
that
ahead
it's,
and unmute yourself and ask your question.
This is the IP address.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Chavez, Miss Grace, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Shirley,
just
thank
one
you very
question.
much. That's very
more or less
kind.
for
You're
clarity.
awesome.
I
Thank you
know
for the
that
coffees.
MVP starts April the 5th. I'm still unclear about the ICO.
Really?
Will the MVP actually stop and then the ICO will commence? And
Yeah,
then
that's gonna
is
be
there a
wonderful
time
soon.
frame in which that will finish the ICO so we could continue without stoppage?
15 to 20 days. It will be token generation event. And in this time, the
Rob just said,
licenses
where have these
purchased
people been?
will not be rewarded with the flash loan limit, will be in the queue. And once we have the first round of ICO, it will be only one and final round. And after the token generation event, it will begin. So 15 to 20 days.
So the MVP, and that time frame is about 20 days. And then after that, that's when the ICOs start. And that will be another 15 to 20 days.
Yes.
And then are you saying that moving forward, that's when things will continuously progress?
Yes, of course. And users who have got the licenses, they will be able to trade with their 300x limit during that time.
Fantastic. Okay, thank you so much.
Just buy a bunch of licenses. Hello. Chavez, thank you. That name. Please unmute. Please unmute.
Yeah, hi, Savesh.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I think at least sometimes you can see your WhatsApp. I'm continuously messaging you. Give me some
Yes,
time to see my WhatsApp.
I will definitely.
Okay. After the MVP, you said that it is going for maintenance. That will be not for more than 1 day like that, no?
No. That will be, that will be a major maintenance. We will, so on the official Boomerang channel, that update will be published even before the maintenance, that is 4 to 5 days prior. So just wait. I cannot say 1 hour, 2 hour, 1 day, 2 day. No. Let the tech team analyze, and the scheduled maintenance that will give you the limit and the update in the database, the ETA of the update in the database, how long it is coming. According to that, the maintenance will happen. Okay. So the official Boomerang Telegram channel will have update. Okay.
Okay. Then
right.
What about bot? It will be after MVP launch.
Yes. Just follow my Wednesday updates. Everything will be clear with the timeline. As far as this Wednesday is concerned, the bot is being tested, and I will make the transaction as public. You guys can see. Next Wednesday, if I will share more details on the bot, you will see. If I will share more details on next Wednesday on Arbitrum, that will be shared. This is the update till this Wednesday. Now the deployment of the tech that is concerned, one step at a time, is on time. We are good to go on live with minimum viable product on 5th of April. This is the update.
Okay. One more thing that even I have requesting for the SSL error. Today it has come to MetaMask also sometimes.
No. Okay. So let me explain. That is not SSL error or any error from our side. With any decentralized app you will operate with MetaMask, you will see that error or warning
Last time they said because it was a new
gives you
website.
before every transaction. If you even use Uniswap, you will see that warning. If you even use any other application with MetaMask, you will see that warning. That is some malware or something that they are warning against. So that is not related to us.
Nowhere.
Thank you. At least
that's
I'm
a load of
expecting
crop.
some reply from my WhatsApp.
Definitely.
So what we're looking at here is
At
Rob
what
would
time?
say is a vehicle that's
See,
been in a head-on collision,
expecting you in
and
Dubai.
someone is standing behind the vehicle going, "It looks all right to me."
Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Chavez, always appreciative of the time that you take from your busy schedule to be able to provide us this update. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Grace. The biggest update is we are going live on 5th. And I think that
Wasn't
is
it the 1st of March?
That is what concerns everyone, and that is
5
what
weeks
we
later.
are all happy about. So stay focused, keep working hard.
Oh, he's muted again.
You went.
Maybe Zoom has cut him
The
off.
momentum is going crazy. Make it more crazier before the launch, and let's see. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in Dubai this time. Okay, this is a great opportunity. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. I will share the transaction hash with the leaders, and it will be passed on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much for the coffees, guys. Much
All
appreciated.
right.
Hey, don't forget to do the
Let us
poll.
make a smile. Hold them hands high. All right.
Oh, we're not listening to that rubbish. I think she's playing music. Hey, if you want to support me and my channel, please do go to buy me a cup of coffee. I've had 2 cups of coffee today. Thank you very much. It really does help. And also there's a poll there that I'm asking people to do. So I'm just going to chuck that link of the poll into the window, because we do have people in here that still think this is a good thing. We just had somebody come in here before saying he love you, Chavez. Excited about the project. Well, it's good that you're excited about the project. It does sound too good to be true, and I can understand why people think it's true and genuine. But we have a team of Avengers, a small team, and we've spent hours and hours and hours. I would say well over 1,500 hours has been spent showing that we are all Satoshi and Boomerang are scammers. that running a scam, unfortunately. As much as you don't want to hear it, you need to wake up and smell the coffee. So I have got no show organized, but I didn't want, the meeting has ended, but I just did want to show you a few things if I can find the right window. First thing is a bit of the history about what is actually going on. You can't join us. That's kind of ironic that you can't join us, but you tell us that you love Chavez. So we get this all the time. We get people coming in here and they tell us that they can't join us, but they want to tell us that it's a genuine platform, but they have no proof or no evidence. So it is a little bit hard for us to swallow and actually think that you have something substantial other than you're hoping that this is a true and genuine opportunity. Now, I'm not going to go through what Rob does each night, but I am going to go through a couple of things that may be of interest to you. We've been helping answer questions for a reporter. We're not her only source of information, but this reporter thought it was fit to write 14 plus articles about the history of Sam Lee right up to his current day. Now, if you haven't had a chance to check out those articles and you are thinking about investing in Boomerang or We Are All Satoshi, there is the answers that you really want to have a look at. Now, the other thing that is very important is I'm just going to take a screenshot of something here. Oops, not that. And I want to show you something. I want to go through these questions here. It won't be a second. I'll just get it on the screen because we've just listened to Chavez, and Chavez is basically called every YouTuber out there an idiot. And I think that's not fair because he's not answering the questions. And we've actually asked Chavez to come online and answer these questions. And we've also, right here, you can see that Chavez has actually made many claims that have never happened. So I'm just going to go through them one at a time.
Chavez deputy for Sam Lee in Hyper One, scam.
Okay, so you may not be familiar with Chavez and Hyper One, but it's important that you are familiar with it. And that is because if you went into the shorts on my video, you can see I've got lots of shorts in here. And if you go back far enough, you can see how this is all merged into Chavez. Now, I think the first one was this one. I'm not sure, actually. I'll just have a look. Part 1. So listen to this.
Greetings to Hyper community. Myself, Chavez Anwar, very excited to join Hyper One as Asia Pacific Head Operations. First of all, I would like to thank Hyper One management for showing trust in me and giving me this responsibility.
Okay, so in these 3 videos, if you want to spend the time doing so, Chavez will go on there to explain that how he is part of Hyper Tech Group. Now, when you first saw We Are All Satoshi fall over, Chavez come out of the back end where he claims that he was a tech provider not connected to Hyper We Are All Satoshi, and Sam Lee left the keys to the Vault Horizon money on the table, and Chavez basically come in there and took over the company. Then he made this amazing statement how he says he doesn't like being in front of the camera. In fact, he started his own corporation at the age of 17. He had to ask his friends to help set it up because he was too young. Then he said that he provided technology services to people like Marvel Studios and also government departments. And he also said that everybody in the world uses AI that was created from his company. But he can't tell us the name of the company or what the product was because he signed an NDA. Does that sound familiar? So that was the first load of lies that we actually got from Chavez. And obviously that video that I just showed you on my shorts was actually recorded 8 months before We Are All Satoshi actually started. And it doesn't look like. Now, we have found out that Chavez does theoretically have his own tech company, but it was a seamless transaction where Sam Lee got kicked out. Now, Sam Lee is now been charged for serious fraud in his connection to Hypertech Group, which is the company behind Hyperverse, Hyperfund, Hyper Capital, Hyper Nation, Hyper Planet, Hyper everything you can think of. And Chavez has been transferring money from hyperfund wallets into We Are All Satoshi, and he also has been transferring money into Boomerang. All the wallet addresses are the same. Now, you may be familiar with Diversal. Diversal was actually propping up the wallet addresses of We Are All Satoshi. Now, Diversal claims to be a separate entity. We were watching a directors' meeting, and the wallpaper in the back was exactly the same wallpaper that they had in the offices in VidiLook. This proves to us that they're all operating out of the same offices in Dubai. Now, you may think, oh, that's just a coincidence. We've got Garrett Blakesley, who was alleged to be the CEO of VidiLook and thrown under the bus as the person that stole all the money. He's in correspondence with me whenever I want. I've spoken to him online for 2 hours. You can go back and listen to the videos. When I showed him the photo of the wallpaper, he laughed and he said, yes, they're all operating out of the same building. Isn't that a big dent in the car? We're going to use Rob's analogy of a car that's been in a major crash. Most people don't walk around the car. They're standing there looking at the back of the car and go, I don't see any problem with this vehicle. Well, if you go around, that is another headlight smashed out of this car. This car shouldn't be on the road. They should be all locked up for promoting this Ponzi scheme. And one other thing I'd really like to mention about the $10,000 licenses. Why do they only release $50,000 worth of flash loan money for you to play with? Can you answer, anyone answer, and come on here right now, follow the links, use the telephone at the top, come on the show with me and tell me why anyone would only drip feed pocket change back to you when you invest $10,000. Not to go on about all the fake claims. So let's go to the second one that we've got here and let me answer it my way. The second one is Chavis, and now Chavis cannot be found online. He has no address. So you've got a guy called Chavis, which we just saw in the previous video, who called himself Chavis Anwar, is now just called Chavis, and he cannot be found anywhere. There's no such person. So if somebody's got an accolade or a name like him, everybody has a name. All of a sudden, he doesn't exist anywhere. We have found Instagram accounts which look like Chavis when he was younger. Right. Now, you would have heard a heavy push was made no one rich except multi-level promoters. Now, if anybody has actually made any money out of We Are All Satoshi, please come forward. Knock on my door, come and see me and tell me what money you made from We Are All Satoshi, because at the moment, nobody that we know of has ever made any money out of We Are Satoshi, except the multi-level marketers. Now, Chavis just made an amazing statement where he told people that if they sell $50,000 worth of arbitrage trading licenses, he will give them an all-expensive paid trip to Dubai to go to another, which I think was a launch meeting, flying people to Dubai mid-April who sell 50K's worth of matching volume. Even though he said he didn't care whether it was matching volume, I think that's your left leg and your right leg. If one leg sold $30,000 and the other leg sold $80,000, this leg here needs to sell $50,000. But then he admitted that he didn't care whether you sold $50,000 on your left leg or $50,000 on your right leg. So people are alarmed about that. But the only thing going on here, ladies and gentlemen, is multi-level marketing. And that's the only money being made from this platform. Everything else is a circus performance. They're using your money to top up your MetaMask wallet after arbitrage trading does happen and it loses. Rob has done video after video. If you go to Rob's channel, you'll find his videos scattered through the homepage of my YouTube channel. These are losing trades. Just because they sit here in front of a camera and tell you something, do your research. Okay, stop withdrawals without warning. Citing exhausted marketing budgets. So the marketing budgets, they had with We Are All Satoshi, they had a $260 million advertising budget, because when we were doing a YouTube video with Kate Longley. She was trying to push We Are All Satoshi opportunity down her throat, telling it's the best thing since sliced bread. And I asked her where her $260 million advertising budget come from. And she said that Sam Lee is a billionaire and he believes in the project, and he put $260 million into a marketing budget so he could pay people the rewards for when they sell these packages. And I'm going, what type of businessman would give $260 million into a project? Then Chavez come along and he said all the money was disappearing and he was watching it disappearing, but he wasn't going to stop it because he thought that people that had earned the money deserved to take the money off the platform if they chose to do so. That was what he said. Now, mathematically, they claim that they had 80,000 people in We Are All Satoshi. Mathematically, those people hadn't been in there long enough to withdraw $260 million. And then I was taunted one Sunday morning and I was asked to get on. I was told that Chavez was going to gift me a miner. And I found the Zoom meeting they were in, and he was sharing my phone number publicly and telling people to text me and taunt me. So I got onto that meeting and they talked to me. The first question I managed to ask him before they cut me off was, where did the $260 million advertising or marketing budget come from? He says, you don't understand the platform. Well, I do understand the platform because 68% of the money actually went back into the platform to pay people the rewards for selling the packages. 2% of that went to the tech provider, which was just being replaced by Chavez, and Sam was being pushed to the side. And 30% of the money was securing people's future by putting money into the Vault Horizon. Now, let's not get talking about the Vault Horizon just yet, because that money has disappeared. No one knows where it is. The Board of Trustees has disappeared. And we just heard yesterday that Gobi is no longer, or Tammy, we assume, are no longer trustees on the board. So that means Chavez has total control of We Are All Satoshi. Hence why I can't understand why 80,000 people aren't upset that they can't get their money out of the platform. And that's the other thing I haven't discussed yet. But let's not get excited. Let's just keep going through the list. So he watched the advertising budget just exhaust itself. And in the advertising budget, if there was $260 million put into the platform like Chavez alleged, then there would have to be $114 million in the Vault Horizon, because that would be 30% of the $260 million worth of advertising budget. We worked it out. Now, that didn't exist. That didn't happen. In fact, there was only $4.2 million in the Vault Horizon. The day that Sam left, all the money got moved from one Vault Horizon to another Vault Horizon number 2. Chavez claimed that he did this to show that he had control of the money. But that doesn't make sense to me. Gobi and Tammy. Gobi was on the phone to me telling me not to give him any bad press because he was trying to get Chavez to liquidate the money in the Vault Horizon. Gobi must have thought, I'm assuming here, that he must have thought that he had money in the Vault Horizon number 2 so that he could liquidate it to pay back the money to the people in his community, because he was ashamed that his association with We Are All Satoshi and his bad advice had lost people in his community a lot of money. But what happened? After about a month or 2, I lost exact dates, it's been a long time, ladies and gentlemen, all the money disappeared from Vault 1 and Vault 2. And then once we said this for about a month, where's the money gone? Chavez announced that he'd moved all the money to Casher Bank. Casher Bank was going to pay people 3% interest per month. It was paying 36%. Now, we found a video of Sam Lee speaking at a Casher event seminar. He was asked to go there and speak about the blockchain. Shows that Sam Lee is connected to Casher Bank. But Chavez claims that he thought it would be a good idea to put all the money that everyone had securing their belief in We Are All Satoshi into Casher Bank, all by himself, without the help of the 9 people that were meant to be on the board of directors. It just goes on and on. Chavez elected himself as successor to Sam Lee. How is that possible? How can one guy who doesn't have a last name be the successor of a company that holds millions and millions of dollars worth of people's investments? Now, I don't believe for a minute that Sam Lee was in charge. I don't believe for a minute that Chavez is in charge. I believe that there's an organization called Hypertech Group, and they're still pulling the strings. And if you go back to my articles that that Sarah Martin has published in The Guardian, these have had millions of views and lots of really good information. And we've even had people arrested in America. Bitcoin Rodney, even Bitcoin Beauty has admitted that that this was a scam. And in here, if you go through here, you'll see that they mentioned We Are All Satoshi, and they even quote from me. So here, and so as I've just mentioned earlier on, all these Ponzi schemes are connected to the same wallet addresses. And if you go through here, you can see that Sarah's actually just starting to catch up, and they're still trying to do research on Boomerang and We Are All Satoshi. And we've done, we've even, we've had an amazing success, which is fantastic. So let's see, what have we got? So Chavez elected a board of trustees with no transparency, and they have, everyone does not know anything. I'm going to make these questions a little bit bigger for people that may be on a mobile device. Promised proof of reserve audit and no evidence. So that's what I was talking about just before I jumped the gun a little bit. So he was going to show evidence of the audit of the Vault Horizon #1 that never eventuated, and it just never happened. And there was also, he was going to move the proof of reserve to CaixaBank with no explanation. It just happened. He just picked up $4.2 million, which should have been, going by my maths, $114 million worth of money. They had allegedly bought 159 Bitcoin with it, and they were buying Bitcoin every day. And when Bitcoin got up to be worth $100,000, or if Bitcoin was worth $100,000 or 500 days, whatever came sooner, they were going to share that back to the community. And that was their, I don't know, golden parachute maybe. Don't even use golden parachute with Sam around. Promised bank deposit, failed to deliver. Yes, so he's going to show the contract address with CaixaBank, but he never did that. He promised 3% dividend payable in any crypto, but now it only pays in BTCC, and no one can get their money off the platform because the bridge is broken. So it's been well over 3 months now, and no effort has been made to fix the bridge. And that's the next question that mentioned. Promise to an audit of the bridge, but no evidence is provided. Evidence of Chavez being the CEO requires signing an NDA. So if you wanted to find out whether Chavez was actually the CEO of We Are All Satoshi, which is effectively Boomerang. Don't get me started on where is Pavel, because I can't see him anywhere. It's just ridiculous. It just gets stupider and stupider. I'm just going to have a quick look at some of the questions here. I can't read that name. You should go and watch. Oh, yes, the guy that you should go watch Danny's previous video and also videos of Rob. You really should, mate, if you're in here still, but he'll be gone now. But you go watch our videos. We have got overwhelming evidence. We have got a car that has been in a full head-on accident. It's all crumpled up. If you're standing at the back of the car, staring at the license plate number, you probably go, looks good to me. But go and walk around the car, kick the tires of this vehicle that you're about to jump in and travel, because it will kill you. It's a terrible one. Crypto G did a video following all the money. If people took the time to view it, Boomerang would collapse overnight. It certainly would. All my upline, 80 of them left within 6 months. So there's a lady that was investing in this opportunity, Shirley, and she has 80 in her upline, and they've all left within the last 6 months. So that there says a lot, doesn't it? Okay, so we just finish off some of these. Promise BC would make everyone rich, but never mentioned. Sam Lee also mentioned that everybody that was at the second to last Dubai event, probably around January, I can't quite remember, was going to be paid $1 millionaire if they attended. Where are we up to, Danny? Promise an audit of the bridge, no evidence. Evidence of Chavez being the CEO required somebody, if you wanted to find him to be a CEO, you had to sign the NDA. Promised BTCC to make everyone rich, but never mentioned the B fuel and the harvest. So yeah, so if you could go in there and buy a miner, but if you wanted to harvest that token, the cost just went off the scale, and the B fuel costs. And they claimed that they were doing something identical to Bitcoin's beginning, but there was no such thing as B fuel when Bitcoin was around. In fact, it was so cheap to harvest that you could sell a whole lot of money and buy a whole lot of pizzas, if you remember. But all of a sudden, there's this big, ridiculous cost for bee fuel harvesting. Bee fuel has no relation to Bitcoin. That's right, just what I said. You're getting ahead of myself here. But harvesting costs exceed its value. So it's stupid. It's like giving somebody $500 and getting $25 back and thinking you've done a good investment. Wake up, people. Bee fuel has no relation to Bitcoin. Okay, miners cost $50. Sorry, and they're for sale on the NFT market for $1 to $14. I think they've got under $9 now. So you buy a We Are All Satoshi license, because at one point, the only way you get a Boomerang license is by signing up to We Are All Satoshi under somebody's referral link. And then if you went to the market, you could buy the same miner that you just got for $50 for now $9 on the market. Boomerang Christmas present was not free as it claimed. No, you had to buy a license. So this was the Christmas present that keeps on giving. That never existed. We Are All Satoshi allegedly pays kickbacks and check match bonuses, but no transparency, Boomerang profit. So we're trying to figure out why they claim that Boomerang is a separate entity. However, why does We Are All Satoshi pay kickbacks for an entity that doesn't have any connection? And where does the money come from to pay people kickbacks out of We Are All Satoshi's budget if Boomerang is a separate entity? And why would Boomerang do that? Because they're trying to set up Boomerang as a DAO, which means it's ran by a group of people rather than any one individual. But we're just trying to figure it out. That doesn't make any sense. Why would We Are Satoshi pay kickbacks when people buy Boomerang licenses? And where does the money go? I want to know that. What do you do with the $10,000 that somebody pays for a Boomerang license? What do you do with that money? And why is it $10,000? And why aren't you releasing all the money? And why you have the right to hold it back? I mean, you were meant to be alpha testing, and now you're beta testing. I think alpha was first and then beta. Was it beta, then alpha? And you were meant to take out the word beta in front of the name. It's just absolutely unclear if Chavez or Pavel benefit from Boomerang profits. That's true. And why isn't Pavel, if I'm saying his name right, present? He's only been at the Dubai event and we've never seen him again. He was walking around like he owned it. Pavel, allegedly involved, never communicates with the community. How did you know I was thinking that? Launch date, 1st of March, but no launch occurred. Now they've got 5th of April. How much do you want to bet that the 5th of April will never be launched? Because we have watched these projects for over 2 years and never have they launched. They might open it up for a couple of hours or a day, and then all of a sudden they shut it down so they can say they had a launch. Imagine this. They had a Dubai event. I believe it cost them $200,000 or $300,000 to run the event, if not more. They had a McLaren there, sign written. It looks like a shitty McLaren, didn't entice me to go there or anything. And then all of a sudden, after the event closed, the launch never happened. They just put it on the back burner, got back home to thing, and then started up another launch date. This will just keep going. It's rinse and repeat all over again. Okay, de Clay's blamed the basic issues like whitelisting, flash loan amounts. A code generates market operations. What's that? The code generates market operations. So the code, and this is really important because I don't know if you really get what's happening here, kids. But if you go to beta and you're looking at their website and you watch that thing that used to spin for 30 seconds and now they've sped that up. If you go into the back end of the website, so all you need to do is go right click, and you can't see my right click because I'm using StreamYard, and go into inspect. And when you go into inspect, if you're using Chrome, you will see all the code that generates these market opportunities. So if you look at those market opportunities, that very split second where that just loaded, let's have a look. Boom! It's gone to what they claim is 14 different markets. Grabbed these market opportunities. Now, if you are in disbelief and you really want to figure this out, in about 20 seconds time, this page will refresh and the market opportunity price will be exactly the same. It's not going back and grabbing anything from any database. This is all fudged from the website code. I'm a pretty good coder. I've been a web developer for over 25 years. I had a look through the code with Rob, and we can see where they generate the very figures that you were looking at. It's all in the code. Ladies and gentlemen, wake up. Don't believe, because you've got 1,000 people in a Zoom meeting and I've got 12 people, don't believe that we don't know what we're talking about. Now, in a second, it should refresh, and they will be they're all exactly the same amounts, but they shuffled them like a game of cards. So lots of exciting. So that's the market opportunities that we're talking about. Okay, 35. Now this is me. I added a bit to Rob's list. 35,000 licenses sold at the February 2004 Boomerang launch, and they alleged that they were selling 500 per day. That does not make anything up. And today's new claim that he's going to fly everyone mid-April who sells $50,000 worth of match volume amount. So that's kind of my sort of show, so to speak. There is other people on the internet trying to do their bit. We have a PDF, which I think, guys, you really need to, listen to this. This is the state of California. This is a decease and refrain order. That means that anybody that's promoting Boomerang or anything to do with Sam Lee's projects, you can see they're still using the same Twitters and their website's been taken down, but this is a letter, basically from the state of California, saying cease and desist and don't do anything. Go and have a read. I'll chuck in, just in case you don't know how to use a search engine, just go into the search engine and ask, is We Are All Satoshi a scam? And you'll find a ton of videos. The other one I wanted to show you was Rob's YouTube channel. Now, Rob doesn't get any money whatsoever from doing these videos, but he's out there producing videos after videos. So if you go into Rob's videos, you'll see that he cuts out the best parts of his lives and puts them on his channel. And I'll just put them in the chat window as well. And if you'd like to join me on stage, I see Bob just popped up there and he's gone away again. So that's Rob's YouTube channel. But if you go into the live section of Rob's channels, you can see that Rob has actually done quite a bit of in-depth analysis. And I tell you what, it's indisputable. I mean, if you looked at this, and just like my analogy, you've got Rob there. He's going through the lines of code. He's showing you guys the back end of the website. So here's a screenshot of the back end of the website that is live at the moment. Now, I can just about guarantee you that the Boomerang website will be put into maintenance mode in a couple of hours, because they do that to pretend that they're doing massive upgrades. But you listen to the video that Chavez did today. If you rewound mine to the start, he is telling people that if you sell Boomerang licenses at you sell $50,000 worth of Boomerang licenses or repurchase, because people are paying $500 worth of Boomerang license, and then they're using up the allotted $1,500 flash loan money, and then they're going and buying another Boomerang license, and they're buying multiple Boomerang licenses, and then they're hoping that when they launch, they will be able to get the 3 times promised reward money because they purchased their license earlier. So that's what they're doing. So now the game is how many licenses can you afford to buy? Put your money in crypto. I don't know if it's going too well at the moment, but put your money in crypto, you'll get a more guaranteed return than putting your money and hoping that Chavez one day will ever launch. 10 months ago, they started making these claims. 10 months ago, nothing has actually happened. In the last 10 months, this whole Boomerang thing hijacked the We Are All Satoshi audience. But if you look at these figures here, you can actually see this is the back end of the code. You can see all the, what's the word that they use? All the, I don't even know how to word it. What do they call it? The market opportunities, I think is the word. The market opportunities are on the left. The maximum anyone ever will get presented is up to 1.3. And then the cost percentages, and it's done. So if you went there and you try it, pick the same trades every time, you know, and trade the same amount every time, you will get the same results. Now, I'm going to show you something really, really freaky. And I don't want you to freak out, but if you do, that's okay. But I want to show you a guy that we tagged, and he had found out that this was, well, I'm assuming he found out that this was rigged, and he's come up with the beautiful, where is he? So he's figured out the formula. And remember, recently they made it that people can no longer trade for amounts less than $10. But this guy has, if you go here, you can see that he has done a $10 trade. All right. And the trade, I'm not going to go into it because I don't quite explain it. But if you look at the trade here, $9.60, if that amount is less than 3, that means that this trade actually lost 5 cents. Okay. And the gas fee for this $10 was 6 cents, which is quite high actually. But if you come down to the bottom here, you can see from the Boom Controller 2 wallet, he got paid $990.31. So we went through this guy's trading history and we found numerous trades where he had, in some cases, had invested 0.000.1 and come up with $1,800, $2,000. And this guy, we've gone, I'll see if I can bring it up with a Debunk. Debunk. Got the bug today. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Shirley, you're back. Thanks for your support, Shirley. I will go through my emails. I've got 130 emails in my inbox, and I have to finish off a website. I'm just having a look, see if I can find this $1 million trade. Here he is. Okay, so I've gone to Debunk, and we got the $1 million trade. Now, this person has actually got $1 million in their wallet addresses. And if you go through the transactions, you can actually see the money trail. Now, I'm not clever enough to sit here and go through and explain where the money comes from. There's no transactions. That's just creative. But you can see his portfolio. I wouldn't mind betting this is the wallet. This could even be Chavez's wallet address. But these are, they have to have money sitting in these platforms to top up people's MetaMask wallet. I mean, I don't know if this is, but it's unusual that somebody's got $1 million worth of crypto sitting there, and it just so happens to be exactly the same person that was doing these high traffic trades. So what I'm getting at, this is no real arbitrage trading. This is all done with smoke and mirrors to fool people. Just because you're getting paid money into your MetaMask wallet, it won't last. They will get people. Why is Chavez pushing that people sell and promote these licenses? Why wouldn't someone like him sell this license to someone big like Microsoft or Apple if this was a true and genuine opportunity? Why do they need to go to the little people and tell them to sell it to mum and dad investors? Well, that's where I come in, and that's what I do. Now, there is one other thing I want to do, and I basically would like you guys to help me by, you can do some simple things. So this is my YouTube channel. You can see I'm live at the moment. I wasn't going to do a live today, but I just absolutely thought I had an opportunity, jumped out of bed, and it is now 9:29 a.m. on the 21st of March, and that's why I live in the future. And so you can do some simple things. You can join my YouTube channel for $1 a month. If you join my YouTube channel for $1 a month, I'll be your best friend. There's no real benefit. You can join on different levels. But if you go through here, you'll see that I have quite a few different playlists. And I have playlists from Ponzi scheme and scams exposed by other YouTubers. If I find any good YouTube videos in there, I appreciate people sharing them with us. I will put them in here. I've had conversations with CoffeeZilla. A lot of people go, oh, you should talk to CoffeeZilla. Well, he's a busy chap, but he has actually rang me up. Well, I rang him. He gave me his number, and I've had a good yarn with him in the past. Some of the other things, Stephen McCullough, he tried to sue me in the New Zealand High Court last year for $3.8 million. It cost me $36,000 to defend myself. He got ordered to pay $27,500 in my legal fees because he chickened out an hour and a half before it went to court, and we got rewarded, but he never paid it. So I do get legal aid, but I have to pay $15 a week for the rest of my life to pay off that money. So these guys do come after me sometimes. I originally started my YouTube channel because I wanted to help people survive and thrive in business. And I used to use a platform called Podia, and I used to sell online courses. So that was my original idea, and that's why I got all my gear set up to do these courses. But you can have them for $1 a month if you want to learn how to build get into podcasting, how to build a WordPress website, how to buy a domain name, how to set up all your Google emails. For $1 a month, you can basically go in here, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you have full access to videos that are, modules, what do they call them? Workshops that I used to sell from as little as $100 a month, $100 to $600 to do a course, and you can have them all free of charge. Now, a really good one that I did a lot of work on was one on LinkedIn. If you're a LinkedIn user, go through my LinkedIn course. It will be a great benefit to you. Every step, everything about LinkedIn that you need to know. LinkedIn has been a great marketing tool for me. And right now, I'm actually streaming on LinkedIn. And you'll be able to go to my LinkedIn, which I'll probably actually do that for a laugh. Let's have a look. Let's see what I'll look like on my own YouTube channel, eh? So LinkedIn is a great tool if you are a business person, but I've given a full workshop on how that actually works. So if I go to Danny de Hek, we should see a video at the top. Oh, there I am. Isn't that quite cool though? But did you know that you could stream? And I've got 3 people watching me on LinkedIn, 4 people, including myself. So I get a little bit of an audience from there. And it's pretty cool, really. So if you are on my LinkedIn, welcome. It's nice to see you here. And it's now telling me that I have 6 people in LinkedIn watching me. I have 12 people. So isn't that quite exciting that you can actually use different platforms? And the other platforms I use is Twitch. I use one called Kick. I use another one called Rumble. I'm streaming on 2 Facebook pages, and obviously YouTube. And it's really, really good. So if you are on these other platforms, I really appreciate it. And obviously, if you can share the content, get the message out there, that really helps me. Buy me a cup of coffee. Today, right now, I've had 2 people actually buy me coffees. It's a great little platform to show your support. All you do is you can click 3 cups of coffee, 5 cups of coffee, whatever you want, 1 cup of coffee, put your email address in there. You can keep it anonymous. And it's really just as simple as making a private message. And you can't, what can I do? You can't pay yourself. That's funny. Let's just try going to Zoom support. Let's see what happens. I haven't done this before. What is it saying? You can't make payments on your page if you would like to test payments. Anyway, not that I do pay myself, but you can see I've had a lot of people support me. One generous person actually bought me 100 cups of coffee once. That was just amazing. And it really does go, every penny goes into carrying on with my YouTube channel. So I really do appreciate it. Hey, but the biggest thing you can actually do, to be honest, is actually share my content, like and subscribe. Make sure you are subscribed. If you go back, you'll see we did a couple of lives over the weekend, and I actually had not many people looked at these 2, but I actually accidentally stopped the live stream halfway through, so I started up again, and the goal was to get 7,000 subscribers. And have a look at this, kids. I think I'm hovering at 7,000 subscribers, which is actually a crack up. So I'm just going to go into the back end of the website. And you'll probably see how much money I make from my YouTube channel on a monthly basis. I was spending 70 or 80 hours a month, a week. Backed off a little bit because I need to do some work. And I'm going to show you what project Helen and I, my partner, have been working on at the moment. We actually help people. So there I go. Yep, I make a measly 200, and that's the estimated revenue that I can make from my YouTube channel in a month. Now, it's $50 a week, okay, and I get taxed at 30% of that, and then I had to pay tax on it again when it gets to New Zealand. So I have a live counter at the moment, and that's how many people I currently have on my YouTube channel. So if you aren't subscribed and you subscribe right now, that figure would go up, which would be a hoot. But anyway, so that's what I keep an eye on. It is about subscribers for us. I don't get the traction that I wished. And also another channel is obviously navigate your way to my homepage of my YouTube channel. If you go to the homepage, you'll see that I have quite a lot of other videos. I have them all set up. It's all looking pretty cool. And if you go through here enough, you'll see along here, you'll find links to Rob, who's shown off his 1951 Boomerang. It's pretty cool. So I have a lot of fun, but that's me today. I'm going to go back to work. I think we covered it pretty much. If you've got any questions, please do like, subscribe. Please also provide a comment. Do anything you can to interact with my YouTube channel. It really does help get these videos out. I hear people telling me when they've got 1 million subscribers, the same thing. It's really cool. So we were going to cut it off, but we've got Bob that's popped up here. So we'll actually probably, if anyone else wants to jump up on the stage, now's the time to do so. But I'll invite Bob onto the stage and we'll hear what he's got to say. G'day, Bob. How you doing, mate? What's been happening in cyber in your world these days? You're having troubles you're having the same trouble that Chavez has. Don't know how to find the
you were watching Chavez, huh? But at least I know how to unmute the mic, unlike Chavez.
Wasn't that funny? I actually think they had some other hassle going on there. I think, did somebody cause disruption? You know anything about that? You don't cause disruption, do you?
No, I didn't cause disruption. But I did find out if you enter the meeting like 3 or 4 minutes early, the microphone's unlocked. So I was in there early. So like, hello, everybody. And he deliberately skipped. He saw he's like, uh-oh. He saw my name was in the room. So he's answering questions. And I'm like, he's like trying to avoid answering questions. And he eventually kicked me out. But I was still in there.
Because that was quite good, actually, because I noticed he was actually quite hesitant there for a while because he watched them. Because when somebody said, I don't even know, but somebody said the dapper's down or something stupid, and all of a sudden and he looks over here to make sure it's still going, and it's like, oh, something, they must be just like trying to keep this together, like building, like, remember that house of cards, and you stack all the cards on top of each other, and then this is what this operation's like, and it's amazing. I'm just absolutely amazed that people.
But Dan, you forgot the most important part. They have no liquidity because of the phone company.
Because what? Of the phone company?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, what's that got to do with it?
I don't know. That the blasted phone company will let me use my liquidity. Because several people got on and said, I can't, my liquidity was cut in half, or somebody. So he was answering submitted questions where people are saying, why is there no liquidity? And he's trying to say, oh, it's only this section of the globe. I'm like, but I'm thinking yesterday Joe had 3 failed transactions for no liquidity also, and he's in the UK.
It's so funny, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's we've got invaders on the stage now. Mr.
Oh no,
Rob.
if it's Crypto G, I'm out.
What are you in trouble? Oh my god! Now I have to hide.
I really got to run.
Hey, here he is. Where is he?
Is that the man with the new mic?
What? Oh,
no.
He's clicking on his mic. Rob.
That's your other favorite person. That's Jim. Jim has the new mic.
I'm trying to. I think Mike.
I think we need to crowdfund a new mic for George.
He's sounding quite clear today, though.
Eh?
You've probably made him paranoid delusion now. I think he's sounding quite clear, to be honest.
Is he? Oh, he is. He is. I'm just having them. I'm taking it.
You've been a bit narcissistic there, mate. Maybe you should start up Grace and start doing a show with her. Yeah.
How was Chavez this morning, eh?
Oh, it was good. I talked over him a bit because I couldn't help myself, but it didn't really.
No shit, Sherlock.
Oh, you haven't heard me explain for a long time.
I was like, look, he's here. I'm like, am I in the right room?
Look, mate, join my
lucky. I saw everybody in the room, and then I was like, hello. I was like the only Indian person there.
Somebody's giving you love hearts when you said I overtalked him.
What's the
Are you
story?
talking, Danny? Sorry, am I supposed to be quiet when you're talking?
Well, I reckon if you
Hey,
need
Pete, am I supposed to
to
be
get
quiet
yourself
when you're
in that-
talking?
oh, I see what you're doing there, Rob. I can play. It's scary. Yeah.
Also, if you saw Chavez looking down, that's because I kept texting him and calling him.
Yeah.
On the meeting.
During the meeting, because he muted himself. That was the best. He's like,
Yeah, I missed that.
And Lucky's like, Chavez, we can't hear you, Chavez.
So he's using a computer and a computer. So he's using a parallel. Why would he be doing that? You know what I mean? He's running a virtual.
He has a Mac computer. I don't know. Like, what are you doing? Like, click the button.
He's probably using parallels and running Windows inside for some reason.
Yeah, but you don't really like. You really need Windows if you have Mac. Like, there's benefits to both, but if you have Mac, you're probably ain't going to use Windows unless you have like some software that's only Windows. You know, like made like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Most of them work on both now.
Yeah, I do feel sorry for him though. Just kidding.
And he was showing the DAO like all proud, like this is our DAO. This is our DAO. That seems to be their like, oh my god. But the Indians are blowing up playing. You know, there's no liquidity. What is going on? Like Rob chimes in on the chat every once in a while. And I just wait for it to calm down, then I throw another like stick in the fire. So
what's the gut? So with this, the whole emphasis of the whole meeting wasn't about arbitrage trading. It was about getting together in Dubai and selling.
Well, it was supposed to be him answering questions, and that's why they have the Google forms for questions. And he took like a few questions, and then I think he ran at people asking questions, and he just saw my hand raised, so he's like, and then you could see Lucky like, let's go to the people questions that were submitted, like that he probably had time to look over.
Yeah. Well, they have the same stupid mofos in there all the time, you know, and I don't know why these other people have to, you know, actually have an opportunity to ask questions when other people who are friggin' customers, theoretically. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and like the Indians are like selling their accounts like crazy. Like they're like dropping all the BTC and stuff. And that was the best one they were trying to, because I think somebody in the question room asked Carl, why is the value of BTC keep going down?
Yeah. Susie just said that Indians know what no liquidity means.
Yeah, they do, because Crypto G is famous in there too. Crypto G and Rob are competing in there. Who's famous?
Well, it's quite nice though, isn't it? I'm a bit disappointed they're not
Well, because you haven't said anything there. You're just kind of observing in there.
I'm shocking though. I can't actually go into any Zoom meeting or any WhatsApp group and not say, I'm the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, because I just don't have time to sit and chat to these idiots, because it's like talking to dumb people sometimes.
No, don't tell me that. She hates me more. Like, she sees my name in 20 seconds, I'm out of the room.
Oh, you're a naughty boy.
So I have to go under like Mike, like Johnson, or Mike Crazy Man, or like, so she doesn't recognize the name. Oh, this is a normal person, and she lets me in.
Yeah. What did you get from the meeting, Rob?
I didn't really get a hell of a lot. I just missed a little bit. I had to go out. But were you saying George, Vivian, Mike, Johnson person? Were you saying that the meeting where they were going to ask Chavez the questions on the Google form, was that last night?
That was today.
On what, the Indian meeting?
Yeah, because I'm in the Indian WhatsApp group. So like, and the one community guy just keeps posting the meetings. I'm like, I'm gonna go to this one. So
okay,
I was like,
and was that in English or Hindi?
Some parts were in English and some were Hindi. Like when we got to the questions, like most of the questions were in English.
Okay, and my other question was: were there any good
One question
questions
only,
asked?
Rob.
Were there any good
Shut up.
questions?
Were there any good questions asked?
About the liquidity, there was a bunch of questions asked, and that's when and then the people not them able to access Boomerang. That was I love that question, and he tried to say it's the phone companies. It's the phone companies. I don't know if it was him who said it or it was Rajiv. I think who might have said it. He's like,
that
yeah,
thing
the two
about
big
the phone companies.
the big two
came up
telephone
1
companies
week
won't let us access your access the website. I'm like,
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, so they've actually blocked. That's great. That's a bonus, isn't it?
and that's probably why they're suggesting the VPN. But there's somebody in the India chat goes, I cleared my MetaMask. I used the VPN. I did this. I did everything you said, and I still can't access your site.
Wow.
Yeah. I wonder what is going on. And there were a lot of people that were suggesting that maybe it is the telecommunications companies, eh?
No, like,
Well,
yeah,
didn't
they would say, hey, you're accessing an unsafe site. Would you still like to go to it? And you could still always bypass it. You could say yes. It's not if you were in China, that'd be different. Like China's firewall. If I don't want you going to Danny de Hek, it's lockdown. Like,
don't use me as an example.
Yeah. Was there any question about, like when you go onto the blockchain and you analyze the trades, they all appear to lose? Was there anybody who asked that question?
No, nobody asked that question.
That's not important, Rob.
No, I was hoping they called me. I wanted to ask them that.
Code? Anybody who asked about the code?
No.
Like this is why it's a complete waste of time. And I do get where Danny's coming from because,
you gotta submit that question. You gotta submit that question.
This is the thing because we saw the Google form. I've been in an organization where it is exactly the same, and I will name them Toastmasters.
Club.
No, they have meetings where you can submit questions and all this, but it never gets past whoever is the scrutineer.
They call it the gatekeeper, don't they?
So the people like people at the top, but never get asked the questions that like a few of the people at the bottom actually really want answered. Well, that's what I found anyway.
Yeah. It's disheartening, isn't it? It does me. It does my head in. I mean, I've actually found it, I'll be honest, a breath of fresh air, not been doing many of these videos. Because you literally think it's just a way. I mean, those guys on there were taunting us today. They were saying, these nutty YouTubers. I mean, and they won't even entertain any of our research.
Yeah, like me. Like he sees my he won't even put my hand down. Like he just so he knows he sees it. Like when I go on he's like, oh man, you could see his demeanor change. Like,
yeah.
And he thinks he's smart because it'll kick me out, and then he'll be like, and then I'll send him a picture that I'm still on. I'll take a picture of him and be like, I'm still on.
Yeah, I text everyone in the Australia. I've got a group text set up, so I send a group text to all our favorite crypto whalers, and I say, "Hey guys, I'm live. Come and kick me out if you can find me."
I like to know a picture of especially when they're dancing. I send the picture like, "Hey, I was here to the end," or send the clip to Grace. Grace has probably been super panic mode, because I'm calling her always during the meeting, sending her pictures. Like, I'm still on, even though you tried to kick me out in the first minute I was on.
I just updated the thumbnail now, guys. I thought I'd try your approach here, Rob. I'm going to put a big face of Chavis on the cover. Yeah, and what else am I going to do? I'm going to customize my channel.
You get Chavez and a picture of Sam. Who is worse?
I don't know. I'm actually missing. I'm missing
Salmon would at least acknowledge you, Danny. You gotta give him that.
He'd never talked to me, but when he come into the room, he'd go, "Oh, Danny de Hek's in the room." And I was like, I take it as a compliment, you know. It's like, you know, you go, "Thanks, man. Thanks for acknowledging me." You know, and then they'd go, and he would just sit there until they cleaned up the mess, and I'd be the mess that'd be swept under the rug. Get rid of him. Get him out of here. I can't handle him. Even though he spent 3.5 hours chatting to me on a meeting just a wee while ago. Crazy.
You gotta make your appearance in Nanny's room. Oh, we found out the owner of Mickey Mouse and Mickey or Minnie, whatever the heck that one was.
Oh yeah, what happened there? Some gossip.
Yeah, it's an 18-year-old kid owns Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Oh, that's not bad. Hey, look at my number count, Rob.
Woo! That's all because of Bob.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I know you got about 8 accounts. I did see them all up in a group.
Yeah, I'm constantly funning with Joe on his YouTube playlist, so I keep making comments like, "Joe, why are you deleting text off your comments?"
If you're watching this now and you're not subscribed, subscribe and watch the counter go up in real time. It's quite exciting. I actually had it on the screen over Beyonder. It was quite good.
Because Joe's, I keep writing on Joe. What about the government entity who says Boomerang's a scam? He's like, what government entity? And then I post the link.
Are they really that stupid? I mean, they can't be that negligible, can they?
I don't know. You thought Carl was the dumb one. Maybe we got it wrong. Maybe Joe is the dumb one.
I'm just, you know, like
Joe's the one who keeps saying. Joe's also the guy who keeps saying the big halving. The big halving is in 4 years. I'm like, dude, it's in this April. Yeah. So I don't know. Carl might be smarter than Joe.
Hey, look at this one, Finmore. That's that girl, that lady.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're actually relaunched again. How many times can this company relaunch itself?
Oh, because now it's the promoters. They made their own company. If you read it, it's Eric Allen. Forget the other two bozos.
Yeah, there he is. So that guy there.
So they took each letter from each, like their first names, and they just add it's NEL, and then they just added O because they didn't think Nell would be easy to say.
I'm hooked on watching this lady. What's her name? Julie
and Cece Suarez or whatever is pretty good too.
Oh, she's really cool. Actually, she's actually she said that at one point she did a video every day for 3.5 years promoting multi-level marketing, telling people, you know, to get involved in it. And now she's on the other side of it where she's actually exposing these people. I'm trying to figure out her.
Yeah, Bob might have a lawsuit against
against her. There she is.
No, against Transact Card for.
No, she's really good. This lady. She's friggin' hilarious. So this is the one. I'll just put her in the. So
great because if that lawsuit happens, I'll make sure I drag in the videos how they changed the name 3 times.
Oh, right. Yeah. So this is the guy here. She's actually done bloody well.
And then they go and they do the exact thing. That
this guy is just disgusting.
You know, I thought I'd be at this place at this point in time where I'd be pursuing a lot of those other things. And in the last year, I've given Finmore everything I've got, for better or worse. I feel good knowing.
Just started. That's hilarious. Finmore just started.
Everything I've got.
But this is the bullshit. This guy comes out and he goes, you know, I hope I have your support. I'm not ditching Finmore. I'm just going away. I'm leaving them to their thing and I'm starting my own thing. And, you know, and she's just this lady that has no filter. She's absolutely brilliant. Hopefully we'll get her on one day. She's agreed to. It's just that she's
yeah. And she has all the contacts in the, I think the Canadian government. So that's how we could get Eunice.
Yeah. So
Eunice,
it's just amazing.
And Carmine. Carmine's in Montreal. Montreal, kind of. Yeah, we're finding out all your locations, guys.
Yeah, even just looking at this logo here, it looks similar to We Global. No, it's probably not, but you look at their logos and they're always the same. And you can just about guarantee just by looking at the logo what rinse and repeat friggin' scam these guys are starting, you know.
Oh, and also talking, we got a new guy, Wayne. I'll have to give you his channel. He's another good guy. He's probably going to join us Like he analyzed the blockchain also. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll have like an independent person look at it and say, "Here, look at We Are Satoshi and stuff."
That's good stuff, guys. Oh, we're still there, guys. Just having a bit of I'll show you what I'm actually doing at the moment, so you know what I'm doing. Helen and I are building a website, doing drop shipping, and we are putting this one up for sale.
The Toon Buster guy was there today. Ton Buster, whatever the heck the name of that stupid company is. I recognize it. The one guy, he was on because there was like 6 people on video when it started, and he's in We Are Satoshi. And I think, like Susie said, I think the Dumb and Dumber Bros have slowed down their marketing because
Oh my god, what are they doing lately?
Our secret accounts under them have come to kind of a halt. I have 115 people, 119. They're only getting like 4 people a day.
Yeah. No, good stuff, guys. Yeah, well, I'm not going to go past 10 o'clock. Managed to get a couple of hours in. I could try to keep this pretty short. Appreciate the banter. Nice to have you guys here. I'll close off.
Uncle Rob Show.
You're next in line, brother. Thanks for the donations.
What did you learn, Danny? What did you learn, George?
I actually learned this is a headache material, and I don't feel we can stop them.
Oh, we can.
No, I've always said from day one.
This is why we're going to stop them.
I'm here to cause disruption.
Chavez's smart remark, and then Lucky's comment afterwards, which makes me think of something else. He goes, "There's no one." While I was in the room, so I took offense to this. He goes, "There's no one smarter than Chavez."
Yeah, but the thing is, we get mentioned in the. If I had 1,000 people in my,
there's only 713 at max in the room. Okay,
you're going to learn not to overtalk me when I'm talking because it's just impossible. Okay, I'm not going to smack you around the head. All right, I'm not that type of guy.
Did you say something, Danny?
What I'm trying to say is,
Sorry,
if I had
I'll stop now.
1,000 people in my Zoom meeting, I would not be mentioning the YouTubers that are trying to bring me down.
I'm not trying to bring anybody down. I'm just trying to eat my breakfast.
Yeah,
Mr. Bagel. Yeah, but as Mr. Ace or Ace One, whatever the heck his name in the room says, if they delay past April, we have Chavez direct bank account, so somebody's friends with that guy, and he's toast. He's toast then.
They will do it again
because he transferred the money direct money into Chavez's bank account, so he has the routing number and everything. So I'm like, here you go, ATO or people of Dubai. Here, Garrett. Why don't you free Chavez's account and get back at Sam Lee? Bing! And then hand it also to Rory in case he does have a real case going. Just hand it around to everybody who's suing Chavez. Here's his bank account. Go freeze it. And watch him panic.
I think all the people that follow one project, the moment it falls over, will just go to follow the next one.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
We're not educating anyone because they know, I've always said it, they know it's a Ponzi scheme, and as Sam has taught them, get in day 1, day 0, and work like a beaver to get your initial investment back, and then sell, and then worry about your 1 times, 2 times, 3 times.
Susie, yes, it's that bank.
Yep.
So he will be toasted.
No, he won't.
Yeah, is that the IC Bank?
I think it's BCC Bank. It's a ICICI Bank.
Is that Kasha app? Kasha Bank?
It's located on the North Pole.
Oh. All I gotta say is I have tried a bigger fish than Chavez, so he has no chance in hell.
My turn.
Well,
When
I have to go and do some work.
when these guys start getting shot we'll know that we really are chasing the mafia-style gangsters around the world. Hey, a good program to watch would actually be, I've forgotten the name of it now.
Crossing the Border with Carl.
What's the name of the program we're watching, honey?
Crossing the Border with Carl Miller.
The Gentleman. Watch The Gentleman. It's really cool. It's on Netflix at the moment.
Oh, I was going to watch that. Yeah.
And I saw that advertised. Right, I better go.
Yeah.
Have a great day, guys.
Okay,
right.
finish your breakfast, Rob.
Yeah. All right. Okay, guys. Well, guys, you've gone. He's gone. You're going too. You're going. I'm going to cut this off before I get too carried away. That's been
Wait
awesome.
for it. 1 minute. So exactly 2 hours.
No, I need to close it off. I've got 15 seconds to close the meeting off. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a summary. Right.
Do
here
it.
you go.
10 seconds.
There you go. You're off in 10 seconds, 4 seconds. No more Bob. Bob's going. Bob's going. No, it won't shut off in 10 seconds. The right man anyway. See ya. You're off. It's me. It's back. It's back. It's cool. It's me. All right, guys, got to do some work. What am I doing today? Well, as I was trying to show you, but I keep getting interrupted by Bob, who can't speak now, is in the back room. We are currently working on a website here called luxnails.co.nz. If you want to have a look, the password is 0000. We're not quite finished, but we're nearly finished. And what we're doing is we are setting up these dropshipping websites for people. We've been doing dropshipping. That's how I survived myself for... I've been doing drop shipping for I've been doing products online for years, like 15, 20 years, but I've been doing drop shipping for about 6 years. And we're basically going to put together how-to workshop videos for people that will take this website. So this website, we've got high-ranking products. I'm going to do a video all about this website, and then I'll use it, and I'm only going to sell this to... Oh, I won't actually. We did sell one to Australia once, so I can't say we only sell it, but it's best if you're a New Zealander, but you can be an Australian as well. But the person I did sell one of our other websites to was living in Australia, even though he was a Kiwi. So that's what we're working on. But yeah, so this website, it's got like quite a lot of great categories, and all the products are high ranking. They will sell, but this one's brand new, out of the box. We haven't even finished releasing it yet, and you can see we've got like tons of categories, tons of products. It's fully functional. So if you went to one of my other ones, you'll see like New Zealand Outdoors. This is one of my other drop shipping websites. This website turns over around about $30,000 worth of sales a year, and this is a website. And all the products, you normally make anything. We put markup ranging from 600% to 80% markup on most of the product. All depends what we're selling. This is a successful shop that's been going for about 6 years. But now what we're doing is we're showing people how we do it, how we've done it, and we're putting together brand new websites, put them up for sale, and then how-to videos on how to run them and manage them. So that's quite exciting for us, but that's what we're working on at the moment. So if you haven't seen much of me lately and you're wondering why all of a sudden there'll be a video online doing a bit of a sales pitch on why somebody would be interested in buying this, you'll now know that Danny hasn't forgotten about crypto bad investments, but he's trying to make himself a living. So there is other ways that you can support me. Now today I bought a couple of cups of coffee and it was much appreciated. It really makes a huge difference. So if you go to the link that you see hovering on the screen somewhere, I don't even know where it is now. Danny, where is it? Thanks for means a lot. I can't see it. There it is. Show. So you'll see a little link coming on the bottom. So thank you to the two people, Shirley and Ray. Really appreciate it. I'm not here just for the money. I'm actually trying to survive myself. But I've got a coffee link. Chuck that in the chat room. I don't actually do anything for the money. I'm too busy to actually give you sneak previews of videos coming out, because most of our stuff that Rob and I are doing at the moment is actually live. Now, I do really recommend that you check out the other YouTubers on the internet that are busting these scammers. It's so nice when you see this lady. She's got 4,000, nearly 5,000 subscribers. But when she goes live, she'll get anything up to 50 or 100 people in her chat room. She's a big YouTuber. No, she's not. She's a big TikToker. and also Instagram. But she is really out there, and Julie is.
But ultimately, I'm not the only
one to watch because she doesn't actually hold back. So that's my message to you. Check out her and obviously check out Rob's videos. Hey, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. I'm going to go finish off our website today. Hopefully, we're going to finish that today, and then we're going to put it on the internet for sale. So if you know anyone in New Zealand wants to get into doing some side hustles, by all means, remember, do like and subscribe. We still have 7,007 people who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. So it's been awesome. That's me. Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Been featured in the New York Times and also quoted in local newspapers. Even had a 4-page spread on the Listener, which is the biggest printed magazine, what used to be in New Zealand. Also been on local radio shows. If you want me to be a public speaker and talk about my journey as a Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger and how I go after these criminals online, more importantly, how the governments don't seem to do anything about stopping them. Both Rob and I are corresponding with senators in Australia, local politicians here in New Zealand, and getting absolutely nowhere. If you're thinking about being a politician or potentially running the country, why don't you contact us? And we'll tell you some things that are going on in your community that your other politicians are doing nothing about to stop. We've got more evidence than you can poke a stick at. If you want a hand fighting these crime robbers, rather than trying to do your own research, come to us and we'll give you full access to my database and all the information I have on these dirty, disgusting scammers. Sometimes we feel like we're getting nowhere. Some days we are getting nowhere. But as I've always said, my YouTube channel is all about causing disruption and naming and shaming people. I don't believe that you can actually do anything. It's just that we want to bring these people who are in your community trying to convince your mum and dad to invest in a crypto opportunity of a lifetime, that they are getting scammed. If we've done that, our job is done. All right. Thanks for your support. See you next time.